If 80% of businesses fail within the first 2 years, you know, business owners, you have weakness. So, what are the 3 ways you can cover that weakness to give you success? That's what we're going to talk about today. One of the common mistakes that business owners, solopreneurs make when starting a business is they don't staff or have areas covered in their weaknesses. You can't be good at everything. You may think you are, and you have to bootstrap and put on many hats when you first start a business. But you really need some partners, some associates, maybe a business partner in your business that is good at what you're not. I'm a web developer, and one of the things I cannot stand nor do well is accounting. In my previous businesses, I always had a partner that dealt with accounting. Today, I outsource that to a good accounting firm that manages my accounting for me. So today, we're going to explore 3 business tips to help you cover that weakness. We're going to talk about accountability groups, outsourcing, and virtual assistants. Business tip number 1, join an accountability group. Some sort of group, some sort of mastermind that meets on a weekly basis that has professionals in the group that can help you. Somebody to hold you accountable. Sometimes you can do it yourself if you're really, really small, but you need to have somebody you're bouncing all ideas off of. You know, how should I do accounting? How should I do QuickBooks? How often should I send invoices? To talk about your weaknesses. Just like anything else, you need to acknowledge what the weakness is and have somebody who's ahead of you in business who can help or coach you with that. Business tip number 2 is maybe you need to outsource that weakness. Maybe you can't put that person on staff or make them a business partner, but you can do what I've done and you can hire companies to do whatever it is that your weakness is, whether that be accounting, whether that be sales, whether that be operations. There is some company out there. There's even companies that do what I refer to as fractional CFOs or fractional CEOs. Consider having some of that brain power added into your new organization so that you can cover that weakness and not fail. Business tip number 3 is maybe you can't afford a full-time person, but you could hire a virtual assistant. I've got a whole series on hiring virtual assistants. They have been a game changer. You can have virtual assistants do accounting, do sales, answer the phone, do administrative work. What is your weakness? Consider hiring a virtual assistant to help with that. So in review, we've talked about accounting groups, outsourcing, and virtual assistants. I want you to be very successful. I don't want you to fail. So consider covering your weaknesses. Now go back to sleep.